Alright guys, welcome back to the channel. We definitely appreciate the support. Check it out. I've been carrying this light right here for quite some time. And again, you guys saw this review. It was a while ago. And since then, I've been carrying this flashlight a lot. I really dig in. This is the Olight M2R. And again, this flashlight is just fantastic, guy. Really fantastic. I'm looking to do kind of like a review, or kind of not a review, compare this light to the one that I'm about to show you. Because this light right here fixes an issue that this one has, but now it has an issue that this one doesn't have. And, you know, it's kind of like really bad, but it is what it is. Like, if this flashlight and this one will have a baby, probably will be the perfect flashlight for me, you know? So again, I wanted to show you something first of all. You know what? Before I get into the new flashlight that I want to show you, this model right here, the biggest thing that it has is that it has this momentary switch right here. And, you know, momentary, you guys know how much of a fan I am in order to be able to identify a target and stop, right? I mean, momentary is something that you have to do. But not only that, the problem with this light is that it's not rechargeable. Now, Olight came out with a version. By the way, this one is about $70. Come out with a version that is rechargeable. And to me, it was like, first of all, that's great. You know, rechargeable flashlight is really good. And I got to tell you, it's a really nice flashlight. But it has something that is just bugging me, and I'm going to share that with you guys. Before I even get into that, check this out, guys. This is the pouch. And you know what? I'm going to show this right here because typically pouches are horrible. And this one is not fantastic, but this one is essentially the best one that I've seen since I've been reviewing gear or talking about gear, whatever you guys call my channel. But this is actually one of the best ones that I've seen. When I saw this pouch, I was like, oh, well, it doesn't look that bad. So again, kudos to you guys for kind of like improving the pouch. Olight, I think it's fantastic. I mean, I got to tell you guys, I think it's a good pouch. So again, kudos to you guys to actually step up the production of these pouches. I would say put them in every flashlight. I know some of the other flashlights don't have it yet. So, but again, I like it. So here's the deal. This is the Olight M2R. And the R stand for rechargeable. So again, you know, the fact that this light right here cannot be rechargeable, it is not rechargeable. This one is, and that is fantastic. So essentially what we have here is that we have the same light. Bring it closer here for you guys to see. Same light completely. I want to say this one pushes out, 1500 lumens. Yes, 1500 lumens. I think this one, the regular version, pushes out 1200 lumens. I will have to look that up. I may do a video, like I said, side by side to compare them. So again, really nice flashlight. Very, very nice. I mean, it has different settings. You have a moonlight setting, which is 1 lumen, runs for about 25 days. You have a low setting, 15 lumens, runs for 70 hours. Medium setting, 60 lumens, 20 hours. Medium 1, 250 lumens, 6 hours and 15 minutes. High at 700 lumens for 2 hours. And you have your turbo, which is going to be either 1500 or 1000. I'm thinking because of different batteries. And again, you know, that's going to run for 120 minutes. 120 minutes. That is a long time to run a flashlight. So again, it has pretty good, very good output. I think 1500 lumens is fantastic. And I got to tell you, for some of these lights right here, 1500 lumens is just a lot, really a lot. I mean, I've been watching flashlight. I've been getting flashlights here for years by now, and 1500 lumens out of a EDC flashlight is really a lot and really fantastic. Really nice light, guys. I mean, very, very easy to carry. I've been carrying the other brother right here, which essentially is the same, for quite some time, and I mean, I like it how it carry. I thought it was going to be too big, because if you know me, I'm the kind of guy that usually don't want to carry something too big. But you know what, guys, I gotta tell you, it has been really, really well. I mean, it has carried really well, and I haven't had any issues. And really being kind of thick in a way, the reason why it's thick is because of the battery. It's just easy to grab, and I feel that it's easy to maneuver. I feel that it's a light that I could grab, and it doesn't feel like a little light that I'm carrying, right? So again, let's open it up and look at the battery. So here's the battery, 18650 as typical. This is why the flashlight is a little bit bigger than your regular flashlights, right? So again, really nice flashlight, really outstanding flashlight. The value is for about $100, and I gotta tell you, it looks like a really good value. I mean, when you touch this flashlight, it feels really nice. You know, if you've been reviewing or if you've been watching flashlights here like True 9 and things like that, Thorfire, Wild Tag, whatever, all this Chinese flashlight, this was the type of flashlight that looks the best, and in my opinion, it looks like the best quality. Olight really does have good quality. I know they have sales coming up, so and they always do once a month. They have a sale for a flashlight, so I would definitely recommend you to pick up flashlights for them because they are really well. Now in a little bit, we're gonna go outside. We're gonna check out the outside. We're gonna turn it on so you guys can see that, and you guys can see how bright it gets and all that good stuff. So again, stand by for that. But essentially, you get a charger, which these chargers are built really, really well, guys. The quality of the chargers are great. You have your lanyard kind of thing in here, and that's about it. You have some instructions and stuff like that in the box. Now, I want to talk about a couple of things that I don't like. Like I say, I think it's a great flashlight. I think that this one right here is just a fantastic flashlight. But I want to talk about a couple of things that I don't like about the flashlight. First of all, the vessel. I think the vessel could be improved. I mean, it is the Warrior. So being that it's the Warrior, to me, it kind of gives me the idea that I want to, I'm a warrior. I want to like hit people in the face with this, or I want to defend myself. Or if something happened, I have the ability to, I have my lion and I have the ability to boom, strike, right? So I think the vessel should be a little bit more aggressive than what it is. Now, it looks really nice. It's not completely, I mean, it has a little bit of aggression, but very, very minimum. So that's one thing that I don't like. The second thing is that when you wear this flashlight, I want you to take a look at this clip. So when you wear your flashlight, you would think that the clip goes all the way in, like up to here, right? But the reality is that it makes it like here, and then from there, it's really difficult to continue. All right, let me see. Let me get the camera to work. So usually the flashlight goes all the way in into here, and then it's extremely difficult to continue. I want you to see how it has like a little bump right there. If you could see the little bump, when it hits, when your pants hit that, it kind of stops. So to go all the way down secure is a pain. Now, that's something that may loosen it up with the time. It probably will. But as of right now, it's just a pain. Again, I've been carrying this one for a long time, and it's the same concept. Like I said, it's the same flashlight. But here's the deal. That is the worst thing about this flashlight, and Olight really need to do something to fix this. It's this back here, the tail switch. Now, when you look at this, you may think, oh man, that's fantastic. So essentially what we have is that we have a rechargeable, boom, done, and you could charge your battery, right? I mean, that's just great. I typically leave this connected to my computer, and when I come home, I stick it in there, and my flashlight is getting charged. I think that's just fantastic. I think that's just amazing. The problem is that it's not usable. So essentially, when you put your finger back here, right there, right, and you boom, you have your momentary, and then you press, you have your constant, right? So momentary, I got to tell you guys, it's painful. It's actually pretty painful to hold a momentary. It is painful. So I thought to myself, maybe I'm being a crybaby or something. So let me ask a couple of guys, and I asked a couple of guys at work. I said, "Hey, try this out," and I didn't say anything. I gave them the flashlight. I said, "What do you think about this momentary? Just hold it there for like 20 seconds." And then he was like, "Oh wow, it doesn't feel good at all. It like really fatigues yourself." So again, I don't know if it's because it's the fact that you actually have to press down and the way that your fingers right there bend that it hurts or whatever it is. But I gotta tell you, it's kind of painful. So some of you guys who say, well, that's not a big deal. That's really not a big deal. If you're not really looking for the momentary, maybe it's not a big deal. Maybe you can, easily turn it on. I mean, turn it off, turn it on, turn it off. I mean, not a big deal at all if you don't care about the momentary. Or again, turn it on and that's it. Or maybe hold it for a few seconds and that's it. Not really a big deal. You're just going to have to do a trade. You're going to have to do the trade from having it charge and having a little bit of pain in your finger or not. That's going to be something that you have to decide. I just wanted to point that out because if you buy this flashlight, it's $100. If you buy this flashlight and you start playing with it, turn it on, turn it off, you're really going to feel some pain right there. And you may say, whoa, what's the deal with this? So again, I really think that I love this right here. I really love the Momentary Switch right here. Oh man. I mean, guys, I got to tell you, this is so easy. I mean, I could do this all day long. Really, I never really had a flashlight that hurt my finger, by the way, but I could do this all day long. So if we could find a way that we could make this M2T a rechargeable, maybe having a port right here, or maybe having a different type of charging system, it will be perfect. And having an aggressive vessel, it will be perfect. So wanted to point that out for you guys. I mean, overall, I think it's an awesome flashlight. I mean, really, really nice. It's $100. It's kind of expensive, but I think it's a great flashlight. I mean, 1500 lumens is fantastic. I mean, it seems to be very dependable. Seems to be very nice. Seems to be a really good quality. I think that has great capabilities. Obviously, you turn it on right there. You could switch the settings through here. You could see this right here. I mean, really nice. You have all different types of things. There you go, turbo. If you press, you could go into the moon setting. I mean, you have all kind of different settings in here. What a great, fantastic flashlight. Just the biggest thing is going to be that right there. I mean, it doesn't feel comfortable at all.
So here we are outside. I just had to kill a spider for you guys, but check this out, guys. 1500 lumens. That's going to be at the highest setting. I mean, that's a ton of lumens. I mean, that is a lot. You could see way out there. I mean, again, I want you to notice how you don't really have a hot spot. Usually on flashlight, you have a really center hot spot. This one is not. This one is just a push of mass lighting. If you can see that right there. I mean, it goes pretty much from that side all the way here. So it doesn't really push so much a hot spot in the middle. It's just really spread out, pretty much kind of like the same amount of light all over in a huge circle. Let's look over here at this tree right here. Some of the trees right there. I mean, it's pushing out a ton. Let's go ahead and switch to some of the settings right here, kind of give you an idea. So obviously right here, smallest setting. One more. I'm going to put the lumens on the screen for you guys to know. One more. I mean, there's a lot of lumens right here. One more. Boom. And we go down. Again, we could switch through the settings. Obviously, if you turn it off and you turn it back on, it's going to go back to whatever setting you had. However, if you press in the back, it's going to go up to that big setting, right? To the 1500 lumens. So that's definitely very, very cool. Now, one thing, if you are at a lower setting and you double tap, it's going to go to a higher setting. So let's do that right now. Just demonstrate. Boom, you're in that big setting right there. You know what I like to do a lot of times is that I like to put it on a lower setting, so like that, I have this amount of light, and again, if I'm doing something around the house, I don't have to blind anyone. But in the case that I need, for whatever reason, get more lumens, obviously I'll be pressing the Momentary on, which is going to give me that great amount of lumens. Also, guys, one thing about this switch back here is that obviously, like I said, Momentary on, you press, boom. But if you press hard enough all the way down, it's just a constant light, right? So again, you have that choice to kind of like half press and you have the Momentary, or do a hard press and have the full light on. One quick thing that I wanted to mention about the charger, right here you have a light. So you're also going to have a light indicator. Obviously when it's red, it's charging, and when it feels charging, it's going to turn green.
All right, guys, so there you have it. Let me know what you think. Put comments down below, and as always, God is in control.